All right, episode 1 of season 3. How you feeling? How you feeling tonight? How you feeling? Well, you know, it's good to be here. It feels so good to be here live with you again. Woo! What a summer. What a year. Man, we're moving into the new era. Clandestine Live, season 3, episode 1. Are you with us? Are you with you? Are you with us, that is? I'm with you. Here I am. Oh, man, it's been a while. Right? It's good to be here. I love you. Thank you for being here. Oh, it's been something else. Man. It's a good year. You know, it's more than a show. It's way more than a show. It is. It's a party. It's a consortium. It's an American Indian Healthcare Consortium. Man, if I told you everything we did this summer, it would take the whole entire summer. I have not stopped the whole time. It's so good to be here live again with you. How many viewers do we have now? Come on, let's collect more. Follow, like, and share. We're here. We're live from Weekapa. Got to say that right. Weekapa. How you feeling? This is Kano of Clandestine. You may have seen me from Cops episodes or hey. No. Not really. Maybe, but I don't know. I never got a credit there, you know. It's really good to be here tonight, though. It's been quite a year, like I said. Man, something else. I woke up midsummer, and weed was an essential business. I came to, and Snoop Dogg was like the #1 pitch man in the world, in America, selling everything from sports equipment to baby food. It was Snoop Dogg, man. Crazy, man. Clandestine joked about it a little while ago, but this year we actually launched a product. We launched a cannabis company, Spirit Nations, man. So, you know, the thing is now, Dave Chappelle, it's true. Now you can get the big bags for 100 and the small ones for 50, eh? All right, it's all good, you know. The summer has been, oh man, so interesting. Today we're at Weekapa, Fort McDowell, right? The home of the Yavapai. Want to thank those wonderful people. You know, Weekapa means 4 peaks. Beautiful out here. We're in Arizona, and I can't thank the beings enough, you know. Beyond blessed for this weather. There's a pool right outside this door right here. I can go jump in that pool. Man, beyond blessed to be part of Clandestine Live. As I said, it feels so good to be back here. You know, it's interesting as we move forward, and the summer and this year was just wild, man. It's crazy. Did you hear the royal family's having a hard time? You hear about that? They're going through some things, right? Royal family, I guess, what's his name? Harry's like dipping out, right? Dipping out. And I was sitting there, I was hearing all this news, and I was just picturing this guy like doing bong hits, and his grandma's blowing up his phone, you know? And I can tell he's just like, man, can you imagine, right? Can't even do that. Guy can't even go to the weed store in private. He's Harry. Man, crazy. But what a year. Literally, I woke up midsummer, and weed stores were essential businesses. Health. Well, again, remember I said healthcare. American Indian Healthcare Consortium. What are we doing, right? Well, actually, it's more than a live show. It's more than a consortium. Like I said, it's a party. We're here to celebrate. I am alive. I'm beyond blessed. Wonderful things have happened, you know, and we've done so much. I literally have traveled the entire country, coast to coast. You know, right now we're sending out a signal from our microphones and cameras. We're sending out that signal straight out into space, right? Hitting a satellite somewhere and a cell phone tower, picking it up on that cell phone in your hand, man. You know, that smart TV on your wall, you can get that. Clandestine Live. Look at this. We're live. We're back, everybody. We're back again, right? Well, at this moment, take your phones out, follow, like, and share. Even if you're on a smart TV, you can hit like. I believe we're streaming on YouTube, and we're getting ready for Roku TV and beyond. We have so many things going on tonight. We have an action-packed show. We have all the guests, some people you haven't met, some people that you know, actually. Some of the creators of this show, Clandestine Live. I just want to give everybody a moment, you know, shout out to you again. We're here at Fort McDowell, Yavapai Nation, next to, Scottsdale, Mesa. Shout out to those Pima people, the Akchin people, way on the other side of the valley, the Ottoms here in the middle. Remember, as you drive through Scottsdale, that's the land of the Ottoms. When you come out here to Fort McDowell, it's the land of the Yavapai. And I want to shout out to everybody way out there. How you doing, Joey Parton, out there in Wounded Knee? Man, we had a great time. We went up to Pierce, South Dakota. I got to grab this mask out. Man, Clandestine Live. We're not kidding around. Look at this. Are we staying safe? Yeah. Shout out to Joy for making these wonderful masks. Oh, look at that. It matches my suit. It matches my suit. But I've got a microphone here, and I've got a lot to say, so I've got to take that off. You can't stop what I'm going to say right now. I am live from Weekapa. As I said, it is more than a show. It's Clandestine Live. It's a party. Are we ready? Are we ready? We're going to roll some stuff. We're going to tell you how it's done. Ladies and gentlemen, we're launching a brand, Spirit Nations. It's a healthy lifestyle brand. We're launching streaming networks. Porta Rossa TV coming in May. That's right. Porta Rossa TV and Trends TV as well. Take a moment. Follow, like, and share. Push that green button and find out where you can get your Spirit Nations products. We have a great show planned tonight. Man, so many friends. Actually, people that have become family as we've traveled the world and the country helping people. So, again, Spirit Nations, Healthy Lifestyle, Clandestine Live, Season 3, Episode 1. We're coming at you. Let's get this show going. Come on, follow. Get on. If you're there and you're my sister, perhaps, or my brother, you have to kind of follow, somewhat. Come on, You got to share, grab that link, share it to your friends. This is inspired by a humanitarian effort. It really is. So, family, friends, Clandestine Live. Let's get on with the show.
Clandestine Live. Clandestine Live. Spirit Nation. Spirit Nation. CBD oils. Spirit Nations. Clandestine Live. Spirit Nation products.
Utilizing cannabis in conjunction with natural compounds and other forms of herbalism is exactly what's needed for me to lead a happy, healthy quality of life.
If you really think that cannabis can help you, the full spectrum THC aspect, they'll give you an evaluation if you qualify, if you have the medical conditions in your state. They'll write you a recommendation that you can actually apply to the state's medical program, where you can actually be legalized to go to a dispensary, obtain this medicine that can really help you. And there's a lot of different forms out there. There's a lot of different products, a lot of different brands. Do your research. There's a lot of positive things that you can do to feel better, and this is what the whole program's all about.
Just out of curiosity, how long?
People using it over 10,000 years ago. They actually found pots in China. Original pots of our system.
It's been around for centuries, right?
The plant itself has been around since the dawn of humanity. Because it's
Clandestine Live. Spirit Nation products. Spirit Nation. Spirit Nations.
A lot of cultures utilize this plant for a lot of different reasons. As all its not only just medicinal uses, but the plant itself is so fibery and has so many different thousands and thousands of uses.
Wanajitawasipi Wiosaya Wanajitawasipi Wiosaya Seen her for the first time just after midnight in the autumn with the Inuit people. Beauty in the night, Bering Sea breeze abounds me. Purple, green, blue, red light. Wanajitawasipi Wiosaya Wanajitawasipi Wiosaya Aurora Aurora Wanajitawasipi Wiosaya Wanajitawasipi Wiosaya Atmospheric phenomenon shining in the northern sky. She is Aurora Borealis, goddess of the dawn. Dance of the spirits abounds me, striking magnetic midnight. Wanajitawasipi Wiosaya Wanajitawasipi Wiosaya
Yeah, let's wake up everybody. How you feeling tonight? I guess, matured, I realized, you know, this is full circle. I'm not just a rock star. I'm not just a guy playing pop music. You know, we can really use this as a tool, as a communication device, as a catalyst, if you will, into healing.
Yes. Perfect. Clandestine Live, episode 1 of season 3. It's been quite a journey. It's wonderful to be here flying through space with you on this big rock, right? Our Mother Earth. And I'm speaking real, right? From the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom. Well, Cano Sanchez of Clandestine here, happy to be here and proud to host this show. How you feeling, Crow?
Oh, man, we're back. You dragged me for another season. I said, are you sure you want to get right into it, dude? Season 2 was a doozy.
Season 2, man, we launched it in Vegas, and we had a suite out there. Man, we were hanging out with UFC, and you can name it, right?
That
there
was
was
a
car
highlight.
companies.
Ooh, we were on top
there was
of the
companies
world.
being funded, and, you know, there was so much fun. I never had Las Vegas hosts treat me that well before.
No, that was the best time.
It was awesome, you know, and as we parlay, that was my transition into our host here, our good friend. You've all seen him, right? You know who this is. If you don't, we have more to tell you about him, and we're going to share that with you. Clandestine Live, episode 1 of season 3. How are you, sir? You know, we have a couple people here. I just want to introduce my good friend because, as I said, those hosts never treated me that good in Vegas before. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Vahan Setyan on the set here. How you doing, Vaughn?
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Glad to be here.
How you doing today?
Good. I'm good.
All right.
Taking
Well,
care of logistics.
yeah, I know, right? That's what Vaughn does, right? Man, for the world. This guy has set some major bullet points this year, and I've been happy to be a part of it. You know, and as we pan to the right of us, you know, you see me in space here. But just as we move to this level here, we move into linear. And I want to move down that couch real quick and show everybody who's with us as well. Clandestine Live's been on quite a journey, around 60 episodes, and, man, all over the place, states and stuff. And we have one of the originators. We sat in a jam room and we hung out. Man, so humble. And this guy has grown, just like Dr. Setyan. This is a man that makes things happen, a good friend of mine. To the right of me, Andrew Young. Thank you for being here, Andrew.
I know Andrew all the way from season 1 at on the other side of town. Remember that good old season 1, episode 1? Was it a little nerve-wracking, a little different from that?
Yeah, big time. You know, being on camera and, you know, having such a big message to get out to people, and, you know, having fun all at the same time was just an amazing experience. You know, as we started the camera rolling, all that nerve-wracking just, you know, washed away with you guys and your energy, and, you know, the intention of the show is just so beautiful. So it's beautiful to see you guys where you're at today and to be a part of it. So thank you, and just very humbled to be here.
Well, you know, we're going to hear a lot more from Andrew later. Andrew Young, thank you for being here. You know, it's always good to see you. You know, and you see these wares on the table. You can see the things we brought with you. You heard me talk about all these entities and enterprises that we're creating and we're helping launch. You know, back to our guest at hand. You know, those hosts treated me nice. Man, Caesar's Palace was so nice. You know, I think there's friends in here. It's your fault I had that great time at Caesar's. Where are you, man?
Yeah.
I know you're in here. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that hallway existed before that.
We did some Ocean's
Oh,
11
my
type
gosh.
stuff, you know, walked around the Bellagio. We did literally the Ocean's 11.
That's right. That's right. Well,
yeah.
you know, when I met my good friend here, it was the first time I wasn't overdressed, man. So as we travel the country and we wear our suit jackets Andrew and Dr. Setyan here. You know, as I mentioned, I had my jacket on. It was like, hey, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to, again, with applause if we can. Somebody push that, right? Where's the in-house? We have an in-studio crowd tonight. We have an audience
All
here.
right, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, right?
It's a live studio audience. We should have set up a camera that way.
That's right, live studio audience. We're at Weekapa, and we have a limited guest list here. Everyone here is intently here. They're their friends, family. Oh, man, I'm just bugging the heck out of them. One of the two, right? Hopefully you're feeling good about it. But like I said, man, we've entered into a new realm after we met Dr. Setyan here. On a friendship level, on a professional level. You know, we have a couple publications here. We've got a book, The Tipping Point, that was published just previous to COVID. You know, when we were over there in Vegas having a blast in that suite.
Yeah.
Even then, it was about healthcare. It was about reforming the system we live in general, you know? And it's really interesting as the world caught up to us.
Mhm.
You know, how do you view it now? Do you look at that Vegas trip back then, and we're sitting here now, we're at Weekapa, I gotta say it right, Four Peaks. Man, what's your memory of Vegas from now to then?
Well, well, first of all, you know, I'm glad I'm here. But as far as for Vegas, I think that Vegas was a precursor of what's to come. It gave us the opportunity for us to reflect and to speak with so many people from all these different industries that actually specifically came together to talk about native health, to talk about how to serve the underserved communities. We talked about technology, we talked about medicine, we talked about, you know, all the industries almost that we can merge for us to bring into native country to kind of change their lives, right?
Right. Well, merging is definitely what we've done. As we explained to everyone that we're involved with, you know, everyone wants to know, well, how does hospice have anything to do with social media?
Yeah.
How does social media have anything to do with a Spirit Nations energy company?
Mm-hmm.
What does a Spirit Nations energy company have to do with a mobile hospital and a dentistry unit? And why do we have script writers on staff?
Yeah.
Right? All of those things. And of course, you
What's
see
going
that
on
damn
around here?
artist. Dude, we didn't even introduce this guy. You know, he's like ghosting us right now. This guy created the sculptures in this place. There's 3 beautiful, huge sculpture, I believe, 18 feet tall, right? The warrior out there. And we're going to give him the mic too, but, you know, we're going to let him headline. You got to wait till last, ladies. You know, we'll hear Dave's story. But back to Dr. Setyan, we have some really serious stuff here. I said, you know, it's more than a show. It's a party. It's a consortium. You know, we went to Vegas and we had a great time, man. And it was literally the last weekend anything was open public. So, you know, as I met you and we were both wearing our suits, and we showed up to every meeting as dignified as our fathers and our grandfathers, you know, because those guys bought bread in suits, you know.
Sure,
those guys put a hat on to go to the grocery store. That's how it was, right? You're a grown man. You got to show your way, right?
That's right.
But at this time, I really want to hand it over to you, Vaughn. You know, Dr. Setyan, we've done so many things it's hard to mention.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to give you some moments to tell the folks what we've been doing, because I can have fun, and of course I'm always going to do my clandestine live voice and entertain, because it's really about helping you. It's about reaching out as a friend. I am a friend on this side of the camera, and of course I'm sometimes the idiot surrounded by experts, luckily.
Yeah.
And being beyond blessed, I really want to hand the mic to you and ask you about the tipping point and, you know, this publication here and the paper, Chronic Disease, Hospice and Palliative Care and Native Health Care, right? We have some important people in the room and so many beautiful individuals watching us right now. You know, tell them what we're doing, Vaughn. Tell them what Tipping Point is and what this book is. You know, as you and I met as healthcare professionals that happen to be able to play music and have contacts, you know.
Yeah.
But what is the real meaning, and how do these things fuse together? You know, we've sat in meetings, and as an American Indian, we're doing tribal business, tribal enterprise sometimes. It's very hard to understand why I would talk about 7 different industries in one meeting.
Yeah.
You know, can you bring it to the ground for us? Because to me, and we've agreed, it really comes down to healthcare.
Yeah.
It's all about healthcare. Dr. Setyan, please
Sure.
tell us.
Well. First of all, it's a huge honor, obviously, to be next to you, right? Descendant of Crazy Horse, right? Sitting Bull, and these are the names that the world should know. But at the same time, I think that we're trying to have fun in chaos, and chaos is the word of what's happening in Native country. Without sugarcoating the situation, it is genocide. Genocide is happening right now in Native country. Culture side, on top of that, we have language that's being vanished and distorted, and we have no health care there. We have no dentistry. We have no eye care, and when they say they do, it's just smoke and mirrors. We would see the positive results if it was true, but it's not. And besides from being a healthcare professional, I'm also a historian. So I've examined ancient civilizations for the last 12,000 years. So I have seen what it could happen if we're not careful and we're not sensitive to an ancient civilization and Native Americans, all the indigenous across the world. Right now, it is a state of emergency because we need to address their health care right away.
Right. Well, you mentioned history, and wouldn't you say if we understand history, then we can start understanding indigenous people or American Indians?
Yep.
Even myself, I'm enrolled in the Oglala Sioux tribe. My father was Pueblo, but as I've met you, I've learned a lot about my own history.
Sure.
You know, and you of all people can certainly share some of those things. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if we're living in the United States, obviously we need to know about the tribes and various tribes that are across the United States. You know, federally recognized or not. There's this notion that something needs to be federally recognized. It doesn't need to be, right? We
Right.
have treaty governments.
Right.
Just
right.
the Oseti.
Correct. Oseti, and the humble yet so spectacular embracement of sovereignty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we hear that word all the time, sovereign nation, sovereign nation.
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean? What does that mean to an individual, especially me? You know, I mean, I've been told, and as I've read and learned more, and basically the sovereignty walks with me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We sit in this beautiful facility that is owned by the Yavapai Nation and managed by a awesome casino hospitality group. This place is awesome. This place is so beautiful. Weekapa here out in Fort McDowell. You know, but what does that mean to a tribal member, right?
Right.
Because the sovereignty embraced the gaming. Right? And as we've done meetings and such, it's very interesting, and you can maybe explain some of this. As we educate folks, you talked about federal recognition, and as we've met, even Andrew and different colleagues, we've gone in, and there's always a question that comes up no matter what the industry. Hey, can you get us a contract with the tribes? With healthcare, can you get a contract for us perhaps with IHS? And as I sit there so humbly, wow, we're having a party in here. As I sit there so humbly, Pancho Sanchez wanted to play some congas on here, you know, and we always have to make room for it. But the thing is,
I'm telling
you know, the Spirit's telling us to lighten up, I guess. I got to grab one of these Vajras. Remember where we are.
Just gotta dance. Dude.
We
They wanted to see
dude,
Dave
this is a
dance.
hospitality place. I'm getting all heavy, man.
You're holding Dave back
it's so
from dancing
heavy,
on
you
this
know?
table.
It's so heavy, and I've always been heavy, except this year, Dr.
goes.
Setyan. Dude, I woke up, and I wasn't Chicken Little anymore, man. The sky literally
sky
fell.
has fallen.
The sky fell, and I was running around going, guys, we've got to pay attention, guys. I gave up record deals, gave up movie deals, I gave up jobs because it was about my heart. It was about what was prophesized or taught to me by my father, my mother, my sisters.
Yeah.
So meeting you awakened that, and I'm watching you do that as this guy literally helped us host a treaty meeting for the Osheti Shekawan. That's the 7 nation fires of the Sioux Nation. Can't even say it without crying, man. Thank you. You know.
Well, it's well. First of all, I have a fiduciary duty for me to perform and to help natives across the United States because, well, first of all, I'm the first non-native in U.S. history to be a tribal official now, especially with the Treaty Council now, and the importance of that is this, and I think that the audience here and the audience across the world needs to understand something. If we're trying to help native country in the United States, let's just limit to United States, okay? Let's not go to South American indigenous. This is very important, and I hope people listen to this. Helping native country, whether on the reservation or in urban Native American communities, we need to really understand what helping means. We need to understand that healthcare and economic development is two in one. First, we need to address healthcare. And in all aspects of healthcare, not just telehealth, not just hospice care, but to actually give native country the luxury of healthcare that non-natives have been exposed to for such a long time. And it's a monumental feat. We can't have one organization or two come together and say, you know what, we're going to cover it all. It's not going to happen. And I've been saying this for a very long time. It's very heartbreaking when you implement the first hospice in U.S. history on sovereign lands 2 years ago. So what has been happening to all the hospice patients the last 100 years? Obviously, those elders, grandma and grandpa, have been dying in pain in hogans and in their homes, and there's no solution whatsoever. You have Indian Health Service, and there's nothing to show for it. We have wonderful hospitals, right, being built, but nothing to show for it. And this is important because we have so many physicians and so many healthcare professionals and organizations that reach out to us and say, Vaughn, how can we help? How can we reach out to tribal nations? What we really need to do is for us to start doing it and implementing it right away, even if we start small.
Yeah, that's the thing, Dr. Setyan, and I'll use that title meaningfully right now, Dr. Setyan, PhD, who has written history but has also guided me with your knowledge, right? And we've connected our education and experience, right, to these industries and the room full of people that want to help. There are people, like you said, as a younger man, Dave will attest to it, man, I could get angry. Why aren't people helping? Right? Crow has heard me so many times, what is wrong? But as I've journeyed and met more people, everyone is doing their best. I realize that most folks are doing their best. And, on this table before us are our products, our things, healing tools, really, that have been provided to us by companies that are doing it, like you said. Earlier I'm discussing how there's no real contract. You're not going to get a contract with IHS unless you're within their fold, I suppose. You can do that if you want. It's kind of like Clandestine turning down Sony records, right? Would have been awesome to have a Sony album, right? But I don't know if we'd still be a band anymore. We watched Napster take that over, and one Christmas Eve, I watched thousands of my music industry colleagues lose their jobs. 8,000 people one Christmas Eve watched it happen.
Yeah, dude, Lars was pissed.
Right, Lars, man, he should have let them.
So pissed.
Lars should have let me download, and they should have embraced it, right? So as the record company failed, literally because they didn't pay attention to what was happening, that's what healthcare needs to do right now. That's what psych needs to do. Listen, as we haven't done R&D for like 20 years, literally, what is an MD supposed to do?
Right.
That's what I've learned. I don't get mad at physicians or the people on the front line or even an owner of a hospital. I'm not going to get angry at them anymore.
Right. Their
hands are tied to regulations. So with sovereignty, look, we're gaming. I'm going to walk out there. I'm going to throw 100 on that blackjack table later, dude. I'm going to have fun. I'm gonna entertain myself. Me and Dave are gonna throw down, and it's entertainment. I know I might get something back, but ultimately, I know that Weekapa, the funds are going to the tribe. So if I want to help the Yavapai, what do, man? I come out here, I put my suit on, I buy a nice dinner at Ember. Ember Restaurant is awesome here. I throw down 100 on the blackjack table, and I know that I'm doing my little part because a Yavapai person's going to get some of that percentage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as gaming has done that, that's what we need to do with healthcare, folks. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
We're in the motion of doing that. The bus has left the station, so I hope you got your ticket. Because the train is moving, folks. We got jet planes, we got ships and stuff that are going to be taking things internationally, right? So if you want to help me, push like right now. Follow, like, and share. And look at all these cool products, man. Let's move this show on, Crow. This is a show, dude.
Okay,
I said
moving on.
party. It's getting quiet in
Oh,
here. I'm
my
going to about raise my voice. I need some of this stress release. Look, SciTech.
Stop taking
hook this
minerals,
up,
dude.
I'm going to hook up some trace minerals that are already in my body.
This guy's
Kinda
trying to get me to be healthy.
Cannabinoids, right? Say that right? Cannabinoids, right?
Cannabinoids?
Everybody needs help. What are cannabinoids? What is this? You're wearing that mask? Look,
I am, dude.
it's fighting free radicals as you breathe through it.
Yeah, I
Man.
said no radicals in this city.
That's right, and you'll learn more about what SciTech did.
Gotta keep
And,
them down.
You know,
I'll get out of
look at
hand.
this healing Vajra. Go back. Let's connect all of the healing technology. That's what Vaughn inspired in me, man. Remember what you have.
He just went right through the whole table,
He
didn't
did.
he?
Look at this.
Jesus, that was impressive.
Man, and if these Yavapai weavers are going to continue, we need to make an economy for them. If these sacred and traditional songs are going to continue, we have to make an economy for it. We have to make a way for it to go, right? So everything you say and do, it flies out into space and it never stops. So be intentful of your energy. Thank you for being here, Dr. Setgyun.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Man, we're going to
Always
bring
a
you
pleasure.
back. You have more to share with us. And, folks, we have an action-packed show. What's up, Dave? Give me one of those. All right, man. It's good to be here. Clandestine Live. Let's move this show forward. We got things to talk about, man. Porta Rasa, CBD Emporio. Yeah. What voice should I do? Andrew Ayers is coming later.
Do your
Spirit
girl voice.
Nation's Energy. Crow voice, what?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's called
No.
high-pitched voices.
I'll do my
High-pitched voices. Let's play.
Yeah, that's the animation series, right?
that's all right.
So we're doing
That's
all of
coming
these
up.
things. You won't believe it. All of these things are true. Check it out. Push that green button. Be part of Spirit Nations. Learn about Porta Rasa TV, Trends TV.
Hey, I think I've
Cooking
double
with
parked
the
my
pros,
spaceship,
man.
dude. Did you guys see the spaceship
Did you
that
guys
came
see
in?
our spaceship, dude? We're
double parked
traveling
it at a
light
Weekapa.
speed. I said bus, train. Oh, man, those are too slow.
Those are
Jet
too
plane.
slow.
We got a spaceship, baby. We're flying. Dimensions. Ready to hit that button, Brad? Let's
Yeah,
hit that. Look at
dude.
the brain on Brad. Follow
Look
your
at the
Bliss
brain
Media
on
in the
Brad.
house. A Wakeman Audio. Thank you for keeping me clean, folks. Let's roll a video.
Got clips?
Beliefs and friendships. So honored to stand here. Thank you, Doctor.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And thank you for the work that you've done. We shared beautiful moments as we got to know one another, right? As we became acquainted. And as we stand in this lab of science, we bring science to reality, reality to the heart, right? So from my heart to yours, thank you. You know, all of my love, you know, all my relations.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah,
We
thank
feel
you.
blessed to be able to serve and enjoy your company and your story, and hope that we can be of service for as long as we know each other.
This is science, a type of science that is proving what we already knew spiritually.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Right.
what we are pulling together.
And also the name SciTech is very special because Mary is Sci, the psychology part, and the science of the spirit and the soul, and Bob is the technology part, and these two meet together to make all this possible.
All right. Well, it's definitely a true marriage, an organic marriage of SciTech, right? I mean, you said we literally created a circle in a square room, right?
Yeah.
And we connected our hearts. So with all gratitude and humility, honored to stand here as we set huge bullet points in history.
Yes.
Right, and we'll look back to this bullet point from the one we're setting, I don't know, tomorrow, this evening. And it's up to you to embrace this as well, right? So,
Energy follows intent, and so does our heart.
Bienvenidos a todos. Good morning to all. Good day to all. This is Dr. Stefan Casian greeting you from Jardín de Colibrí Dorado, which is the garden of the golden hummingbird in Cispichin, Yucatan, Maya Riviera, Mexico. I'm extending this greeting to all from my heart to yours, to share a very special space on this earth. It is a sacred Mayan preserve, sacred Mayan land that has had pyramids on it, 7 pyramids, has 3 cenotes, and it's a dream. It's a dream of Abuelo Antonio Oshte. He is the governor of the original Pueblo people in the Yucatan region here, the Yucatan state. And he started this land 15 years ago. It used to be a trash heap, and he spent 4 years cleaning it out and then praying to all the trees and plants that he planted. And since then, it has evolved into a magnificent paradise, an example for all the world. And some of our activities are including, currently, we have some farming. We grow our own food here using Mayan principles, using water from the cenote, which is a semi-freshwater network of deep caves of water. And we're operating on solar equipment, so we're self-sustaining. We're currently involved in building our homes here. We do healing. Putsia is the name of the interdimensional healing in the Mayan tradition of body work with ceremony and prayer. We also work with plant medicines and sacred ceremony, plants that grow here on this earth. The guve and raina, the mother vine, and the feminine plant of chacruna, also called raina, the queen, the goddess. Together these make a very profound plant medicine when they're mixed together. We're also featuring Pablo, who is from the Chichimeca tribe in Tlaxcala, Mexico. He's our guest in residence, and he's constructing some amazing equipment to help irrigate the land and construct ecological homes. His specialty is increasing crop yields of various locations. Regardless of your conditions, he will use natural, non-toxic, non-invasive chemicals made of, some insecticide could be things using garlic and onion and chili peppers to make an insecticide to avoid the use of Roundup and other dangerous chemicals. Also, how to increase crop yields by activating the carbon using feces from animals. And those can help with nitrogen fixing and calcium as well. Abuelo and Sofia are calling in a moon dance and a sun dance. The moon dance in May and the sun dance in December for all people of all spirit nations, and all others who feel an open heart and called to join in and join together. So we invite you to this beautiful land. You're welcome to contact me through this video, through the amazing people who put this on, and I will be happy to serve as a liaison. And my current projects are serving as a liaison between various nations and tribes to share culture, to open doors and alliances, and help each other restore a new earth. I'm a naturopathic medical doctor, licensed in Arizona and California, as well as my license apostilled for use internationally. So my passions are learning and teaching through experience, bringing medical students, bringing patients and clients to experience Mayan medicine, to experience integrative medicine, and to build homes or to reconstruct and transition and transform your home into a healing environment using these principles and using the best that technology and science has to offer. I'm about the best of both worlds, best of all worlds. So my passion is developing healthy, sustainable, self-sufficient, conscious communities and housing, and the health that grows and goes with that.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vaughn, and welcome to Talking Points. We are going to speak about very important topics that concerns Native country, Native America, economic development, healthcare within Native country.
Season 3, how you feeling, guys?
How you doing?
Oh man, we got Dave a mic. That damn artist
Oh,
is
no.
Mike. Is he live
Hey,
yet?
someone
Look,
better watch
man,
it.
Oh, better watch it,
Get
dude.
that censor
Well, hey,
button ready.
watch your language, Dave. Oh man, hold. Wait, beep, beep. Get the beeper ready. Hold up.
He's dangerous with the
It's
mic.
good to be here, man. As I said, well, we're back. You saw that little bumper, and we kind of touched on it. We had a little discussion here, and we're dropping things hard here and pushing energy, right? And we're not stopping. We're not kidding around. It started some time ago. It's all Dave's fault. He pulled his band together. Next thing you know, we're starting a pharmacy and a hospice and a palliation.
I said, hey, you guys telling people about it?
You guys telling us?
Because you guys got to tell people about it. You guys, it's cool that you're doing it, but you should really start telling the people
Right, maybe we
about
should
it,
go
you know?
online.
Oh, they'll know.
Yeah.
Maybe they should go online.
You
We're
guys
putting
know?
it online, right? So I wanted to come back, and you seen that bumper. So, Dr. Setyan, I'm goofing around a lot of times, and I want to keep it light, but I can put some
Yeah.
energy into the voice, and a lot of times people don't understand. Clandestine has been touring and playing music. Dave's made art, he's created these pieces out here at Fort McDowell, but the entire time I was coming back from tour, and I was working as a psych nurse and a behavioral health tech before that, and I did a lot of counseling, all populations. I worked with many walks of life, but I was really focused on American Indian youth, mostly, working with handicapped children, and seen some difficult things. That's what pushed me beyond signing a record deal and creating a humanitarian effort. And most people don't know your stories. I know some of those things. So, tell me, your families sat there and they waited at home while you were in a car way out there by Chin Lee or something, man?
Mm-hmm. Window Rock.
Right? Out there by Window Rock in the cold. What brought this Armenian soul from Los Angeles and from Armenia, the beautiful history there? What brought you to Arizona? What made you come to help the Navajo Nation, the Dene people, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll try to sum it up so people wouldn't get bored. But
well, let me precurse it, because a lot of people come to the Navajo Nation and tribes to help.
Yeah.
But then they either win it, they invoice some things, and they do some stuff. But most of them leave. They move on.
Yeah.
You stayed.
I stayed.
Like me, woke up in your car in a suit because you had a meeting over there and it was too far to drive, or there was no plane.
Right.
So tell me, what brought you to Navajo Nation?
Well, I started, with the Navajo Nation actually when they reached out to help them with healthcare. And when you get a call like that, you kind of drive, right? So, I'm in Arizona, I get a call, I drive 4.5 hours away, and And when I get there and then I speak with the council members, I realize that, these people really don't have any health care at all. And I had to make a decision whether I stay there full time or I just go home and forget about what I saw. Well, being the person that I am, it's kind of very difficult to sleep at night, thinking all these people have no health care whatsoever, and now I gotta go home and then do something else. So I decided to stay. Now, that decision was a monumental one because you kind of have to realize that you need to be there full time. Nobody's paying you. It's all sweat equity, and we all understand what sweat equity means. You gotta be a special kind of a crazy person to continue doing the sweat equity all the time for the possibility of a return. But we did it. So after several years of a difficult path, right? Closed doors.
We're saying difficult, but this is social media, so we can say, it's been a rough year for folks, and I've heard stories, and we've experienced some of the things together. How can you explain, we've done our best to help many communities, and a lot of times the hypocrisy gets in the way, and as a healthcare provider, you're supposed to do no harm, right? That's your first goal.
That's right.
So what can we do, we've made huge strides. How did you even think of booking a meeting with the Arizona cost containment with Access? How did this guy thought of he booked a meeting with Arizona Access? He invited Kano. And you all know, if I'm in a room, I'm going to be talking about something. And if I know about it, look out, right? Because I didn't let her in football. I let her in debate, man.
Yeah.
Right? And then I went into healthcare and entertainment, and I kept my eyes open. I was lucky enough to travel. So, Vaughn, what made you think of that? Like, we literally, this guy, they raised Access percentage 4 points after this meeting.
Yeah.
Were you just dreaming one night or sitting there drinking coffee and you're like, man, I'm going to bring an Oglala Lakota guy with me, this Armenian. We're going to get some other guys, and we're going to go have Access raise
follow
their...
the naked Indian in the desert.
I'm telling you,
Right, did you?
soon enough we're going to have a joke where a Navajo, Lakota, and Armenian go into a bar,
Yeah.
But,
That'd be good,
before
man.
it turns into a joke, let's talk about a serious thing. Now, meetings like that, see, the thing is when you have a vision and when you realize that a certain tweak in the system would help all these people, all we have to do is make the attempt for us to meet them and to tell them, the situation, what the problem is, and how they can help. A lot of people want to help, but they just don't know how to help. And I think we are the platform for that. We make people easier for them to realize what does help mean and what we can do. Obviously, we're working on the first tribal pharmacy on sovereign lands, right? We're working on mobile hospitals on tribal lands. We have all these meetings happening at the state and the federal level. We just created a new government. And all these things are extraordinary. The thing is, what we're doing right now is we're splitting atoms, while others are just, like you said, making a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Because, we can go to business school. I can go to school. I can learn how to sell the best widget, the best system. Man, I can write a great song. Let me tell you what. Let me get my pistol. Wait. Let me sell you something, right? Man, I can sell you something. But when it really comes down to it, why? Are you happy? You just want to keep selling widgets? Really? You got the best widget? And different things. It just seemed to make sense that we would change things. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying that because a lot of folks don't know. We literally have achieved creating the first American Indian sovereign pharmacy. We've also put together a lot of systems that people say are impossible.
Right.
I really enjoy the looks on people's faces now when we say, hey, we're going to do this. And they say, you can't do that.
Well, everything is impossible until
Right?
you do it, and then now it's possible.
Well,
So-
and again, I'm going to walk out there and play blackjack in Arizona here in about an hour.
Well, yeah, hope you win.
Right? That was not possible before, dude. Remember, this guy, he has a mic now. Check that guy. You know, I talked about a sculpture. David A. Montour created a sculpture here out at Fort McDowell. You can walk out in the lobby and see the marquette of that. You can even touch it, spin it around. You can walk out and see the 18-foot, right?
It's actually 12 foot.
12 foot. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I'm pretty
Yeah, the
short,
foot
so
keeps
you know.
get bigger
it's
every
big.
time.
What is that sculpture called, Dave?
Yeah, it basically that sculpture doesn't really have a name. It's just called the Apache drummer.
The Apache drummer.
Yeah, and or Yavapai drummer.
Well, when I first met you, you started creating that just shortly after that, and I have to tell people, because Dave, I'm like the guy. You just tell me a little bit, and then I'll go tell everybody if you don't like to talk, right? And I've got to say that statue is sitting out there and is in honor of the sovereignty that is beholden of the gaming in this building. That statue, the drummer, the Apache drummer stands there and he faces Red Mountain and he faces Weekapa, and he reminds all of us that this was the land of the Yavapai, the land of the O'odham, the Apaches, right? And Dave created that sculpture. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to have fun on the floor, play some gaming, do some gaming. But it took a lot of effort. It took people to change laws. They told Fort McDowell that they couldn't game. They sent trucks out here and they were going to take the machines. Well, they didn't get them.
Yeah.
Right? And it was because of people like Dr. Setyan. So what's our next move, Dr. Setyan, at this point? We have this wonderful vision. We have the licensing for so many things. You see these products. We have so many people to help. What's the next ask? What are we asking of our constituents, of our friends, of our folks in the room that are so eager to help and they're excited to be here, man? Thank you for being here. Can I get some noise from the room out here? We're streaming live. We're sending a global signal out, right?
Get security.
So,
I see someone charging.
All right. So, if you will, Dr. Setyan, please express to our viewers and to our friends in the room, what is the call out? What is the initiative? What do you need to do?
Well, here's the ultimate initiative. I think that we have enough people in the room, and we have enough frequency waves going out there to bring people together to do one thing. Is for us to be able to come together on our platform and be able to get into these gateways that we have removed for everybody. It's all green light, especially in healthcare, economic development. I mean, we were able to write the tipping point and to publish it for free for people to read, right? We got the tipping point. Actually, this is not even advertisement because it's all free. But we want people to know that the tipping point has two primary objectives. One, it says that whatever the atrocities are happening, that has happened to native country, and then two, what to do to bring everybody together to actually implement something extraordinary. Okay, and obviously we have all these great doctors still coming in as we speak, right? There's a reason why, right? It's not even a coincidence that we have, when we talk about healthcare, one of the greatest doctors comes in. And the thing is, with the tipping point, where we do talk about the COVID-19, COVID-19 actually has a silver lining. It assisted organizations to catapult themselves into creating something extraordinary, new technology, a better way of communicating. And if we look at chaos and look at silver lining in all chaotic situations, we're able to find the means for us to help. One hospital at a time, one hospice at a time, one chronic disease management at a time. Our physicians helped us to do the largest COVID testing in native country last year. All we had to do was come together and do it.
We just had to show up.
We had to show up.
Go show up, talk to those community members, and as we found out, right, Vaughn, most of the tribal leaders, most of the tribal people are open to discussion.
Yep.
as we've traveled and we've set meetings, you know, and so many times it is a matter of just going there and doing it, right? And so as we go ahead and pave the way out and our friends and family join us, we're sending out a global signal. And let's get this show on the road, because we're showing people what a sovereign pharmacy, a sovereign healthcare facility, what nephrology means to behavioral health, what behavioral health means to media and music. Right? Because we all know that if we change tones, way oh yo hey, that definitely changes the flavor and the feeling and the vibration in the room. So it's very important to empower our MDs, our doctors, our healthcare professionals. Man, we're creating a mobile hospital and dentistry unit, Vaughn. That's another thing we're doing. What else are we doing? We're going to talk about it. We're creating streaming platforms, multilingual streaming platforms,
Spirit Nations,
multicultural. Dude, the world came together this year, dude. We're all sitting there streaming. Netflix. You can only Netflix so long. Eventually, I'm like,
Netflix,
man, I'm way far back
it.
in your Facebook feed, finding
some
out
bad
who you
movies.
are, man. How you feeling? Again, we're streaming platforms, right? We're creating a Spirit Nations energy company.
Ooh.
But even bigger than that, Spirit Nations healthcare and healthy lifestyle brand is going to hit the stores, hit the streets. You're going to be seeing it on billboards, on screens. So help us out at this moment. Right?
We're getting to the future of tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
I was
that's right.
promised that so long ago.
That's right. You saw the spaceship at the intro of the store.
Yeah, I
the
was at
show
Disneyland
here, right?
in 1912, and they told me that the future of tomorrow.
Yeah, the future looks very, very bright if native country can also embrace hemp, right?
Most definitely. Can you imagine all of the hemp, right? We've seen what hemp can do, right? Let's move to its relative, its sister cannabis. We know what that can do. You know, we've got CBD products here. We've got new things talking about technology. But let's move that show on. Let's get entertaining. This is a party, man. Woo. We are at the American Indian Healthcare Consortium.
We have a full bar. That's how good of a party it is.
We've got a full table of CBD and other supplements here that you're free to sample.
I've taken
We've got
some.
free radicals being fought right now in this room, Vaughn.
Look at me
Right?
fighting.
He's fighting it. We have a diffuser shooting up things in the air that are fighting free radicals as you sit there, man. Let's have fun, dude. Are we still working here?
No.
What's next,
I
dude? What's
retired
next?
about 10 minutes ago.
Hopefully Dr. Stefan
The
Kassin
money hit
is
the
watching
account?
him, right?
That's right. That's right. You saw that beautiful footage from the Yucatan. That brings me back to reality. You know what we're showing?
Back to reality. His mask keeps falling down like his underwear does.
That's called sagging, Dave. Dude, man.
That's called
I did that on
fashion,
purpose,
Dave.
Bro, dude.
It was called,
you
it's
make me
called
stand
a
up
trend.
and show my slacks to you right
it's
now.
called a trend, okay?
Man.
Get trendy.
Well, you know, you're seeing videos from around the world, but very specifically, we're intentful here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm goofing off. I'm a rock star, but I'm also intentful. Look at this Vajra, right? This is healing, right? But we're also showing you footage from the 4 different astral openings, right? You saw footage from the Yucatan, right? And that's a dimensional opening. You're going to see footage from Santa Barbara coming up. Again, the Chumash astral opening. And the opening of the show, we were showing the Estrella Mountains. Again, the astral plane, the dimensional opening of the Pima and the Autumn, the Anasazi. So as we sat there with the medicine men, Vaughn, and we brought medicine men from the east and from the west together, and they showed each other their tools, and we showed each other their art. We all could read those tools. We all knew that 12 dimensions exist. We all understand now. Science is catching up to us, you know. All you guys, you know, you're finally catching up. Now that we can measure love on megahertz and prove it, baby, right? That's why Rolling Stones was so cool, man. It really feels good. Look at this. How you feeling, Crow? You're all quiet over there. Am I talking too much here?
No, I
Let's
don't know.
move the show on,
You're not
dude.
talking
Let's bring
enough.
Ray out. Let's bring Ray
Look at
out.
all, we got guests.
We have a video to drop.
We have some guests.
We gotta have Ray.
Let's move this party out.
They're partying
Let's
without
gotta
me.
have Ray.
Dude, Porto Rosso coming up next. Is that where we're going?
You guys want some new stuff to watch?
You want to watch a video?
Original
Why don't we roll a
programming?
video? Yeah. Video? I don't know. I'm gonna hold this Vajra. All right, shout out to my cousin Joy out there in Wounded Knee, South Dakota. You ever heard of that place? Maybe you should Google it, learn something. But Joy's out there making these custom masks, Dave. Check
Yeah, I've
this
seen
out,
them,
man.
They're beautiful.
I brought this out, so gorgeous. Right?
Yep.
Many more. So all my relatives out there, all my relations, Matakia say. And as we move this show forward, let's go. You heard me talk enough.
He
dude.
said
I
stuff.
talked so much, I said a
Wow.
bunch of stuff. But I talked about Porta Rasa.
Porta Rasa
Porta
TV.
Rasa.
What's up? What's up? La voz, la historia, la verdad.
That's right. La voz, la historia, la verdad. We've got Ray on TV with us right now, dude.
That's it.
Right? So Porta Rasa TV is going to be the first network that is multiplying languages together, right? We're fusing these cultures, dude.
Absolutely.
Grassroots.
Put Latino, Mexicano, and Native Americans and indigenous people. To hell with Hollywood that says we can't be on their networks. We're going to do our own network.
Well, I've been in meetings where I paid for it. Let's round of applause, of course, right?
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to call our own shots.
Well,
We're going to pay our own people. We're going to have people. The Oscars just made a rule that you got to have so many Latinos in front of the camera, behind the camera. You know what? We don't need the Oscars. We need the Vato Locos, the Native Americans and indigenous people creating our own content.
Well, that's
culturally
right.
relevant content.
That's right. Well, we've been in meetings where they've said you're not marketable. Then they take that idea and they multiply it, right?
Absolutely.
And we watch our own
Absolutely.
shows. We two gentlemen here, we've literally watched our own movies on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't even watch John Wayne anymore. Like, damn. Go ahead. Go away, Vato Loco, man. Shit. And then how about all the actors that played Native Americans who are white? Come on. Yul Brynner. And then he played Pancho Villa too. Come on. Come on.
Well,
and
let's
now
make
they got
Pancho
they got a new Latino hero. He's called the Blue Beetle. We're not cucarachas. Come on. Come on, man.
Well,
Shit.
if we're going to do a Pancho Villa show, you got to sing the cannabis song first, Those guys sang that song and they smoked weed before they wrote, if you read.
Hey.
So as we sit here at this table and healthcare is connected to media, man, Ray, explain, man. You're someone who's experienced in this industry. You've created wonderful, beautiful projects.
Absolutely, absolutely. My background has been in advertising and marketing. I went all the way back when they were trying to hire me to be the guy that was, we got a Mexican on the staff. I go, no, don't hire me for that. Hire me because I can do the job. And
Well,
I
that's
would
like-
turn down the jobs.
That's like hiring clandestine on Indian Day, right,
That's
Dave?
right. That's right.
Man, we can play all genres of music, dude. I can do a samba, some jazz. You want me to sing some Frank Sinatra?
There you go.
Man, I don't have
There
to
you
wear
go.
feathers, dude. Well, Porta Rasa, man. The voice.
So let me tell you, the way Pura Raza came to be was 11 years ago. I started out doing TV shows, trying to shop them in Hollywood with the Wolper organization who did Roots and all these other companies. But let me tell you what happened. The cable network said, we don't want Mexicans on television. Nobody cares about you guys. Can you change the narrative to white people? And I said, you know what? I'm not changing shit, and I'm not selling out. So I decided to do my own digital streaming network. Then I met Kano. And he says, hey, well, we should hook up and do the Native American experience. So now we got Latino, Mexicano, Native American, and Indigenous. And our market is so small that it's 700 million strong.
So small, 700 million strong. Oh, man, as we were over on the coast, we were in L.A. and California, and I looked up and down that coast and all our discussions, man, our friends and family, and I realized, well, that's the answer, right? We all know we're related. We all know we're all one, right? As you travel and that border's been created, but ultimately, before that border, we were just living, right? And you can read books, there's different ones I could quote. But if you do your research, you can see that the California coast was completely civilized. They had a fish market. They had a complete
Absolutely.
economy.
Absolutely.
And it was, right? It was
Absolutely.
Mexican and indigenous people.
Well, think
right?
of this. We had the Aztec pyramids. And before that, we had the Mayan pyramids. And before that, they had Stonehenge. They were building blocks where we were building pyramids in cities, in agriculture. These people are way behind the times. And
Well-
now they're trying to make it sound like aliens built our cities. No, we built our own cities.
Yeah, you guys are playing with blocks over there.
You guys are playing block.
Dude.
I like that narrative too, man.
Yeah,
Well, I'm the
Stonehenge?
alien,
Yeah,
dude.
give me a break.
I am a
Stack
star
of
person,
blocks.
right? We came, and the creation story does say that we're star people. So maybe I'm the alien that built the temples, right? Our civilization was built by
Absolutely.
my ancestors and yours, right? Look at the wonderful art that Dave builds, dude. You know, imagine, just give him freedom and he can build things.
Yeah,
You know, but
absolutely.
as we
Spaceship.
go, we both know how small this world is now, you know. And as the summer progressed, we literally watched people riot in the streets. This is a different time. It is. It really is. And that's happened before. However, never before were we communicating on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, and all of us were pulling together in regard to happiness and love, you know, because we lost a lot of things.
I
you
got to
know?
tell you something, man. Facebook, Instagram is owned by the Jews, man. It's owned by Zuckerberg.
well-
and then TikTok is owned by the Chinese.
Well, I don't
we
care
need
who
to
owns it.
We
I
got to
wanna
own our
my
own
own thing, right?
We're going to own our own thing called
Let me grab
Pururasa
this
TV.
Let me grab
Yeah,
this Vajra.
there you go.
Right?
There you go.
So as we take power from the sun, right, and as this crystal lets the light through it, it also takes, right, and it's owned by what? We can say we own things. However, really, energy of the earth, energy of people push it forward, right?
Yeah.
And those are battles that are not mine. I'm over here at Wekopa. I'm about to play some blackjack.
And I'm right here
streaming-
with you, brother.
We're streaming global right now. We're
my
going to
God,
be
you
dropping
online?
Roku in a while. How many followers did you say? How many potential viewers does Puerto Rasa have?
700 million.
700 million?
Yes.
That means we can say anything we want almost. Dude.
Absolutely.
We just got to get this thing launched. Puerto Rasa streaming platform is the first one to
Download
ever
it.
have a Navajo program
There
speaking
you
in
go.
Dene.
And their language. And
In
all
their
the
language.
nations. All the nations.
Right, right.
That's
Hey,
right.
I love you guys on that side, but it's time to make some movies on this side. And I always like to
Yeah.
quote Dave. You know, he always talks about, we would joke about, and it's hot. You know, it's been an interesting time as we move through the era, but it's definitely, we're going to build a Statue of Liberty. We're going to point it to the south for a little while, put a Puerto Rasa tag on it.
Pururasa, man.
And we'll point it to the south. We'll do some programming
And you know,
that I
Pururasa,
can see
Cano,
myself in.
Pururasa is pure race. That's
Of
what it
course.
means. And we're the pure race of this continent and all the continents around the world. We're the pure race. They're not the pure race. We are. We belong to this land.
Well, that's exactly what this, show is about. As we have these wares out here, we're going back to indigenous thought process. And when you talk about indigenous and you talk about a home fire, when you go back in history, no matter who you are, no matter what walk of life you are, no matter where you come from, your people sat around a home fire, and that fire was all they had for warmth and safety. So as we move together now and we're able to send this signal out, and our families are at home watching, thank you for watching Clandestine Live. We want to turn this into the home fire.
That's it.
Warmth and safety. Don't forget to follow, like, and share Clandestine Live. Look out for the launch and the drop of Puerto Rasa
TV. La voz, la historia, la verdad. The voice, the history, and the truth.
The voice, the history, and the truth. You heard it here on Clandestine Live. Look for it. Search it. Watch for it. May 5th, 2021.
Right.
Puerto Rasa TV
All
streaming
right.
platform.
Es todo.
Let's get this, right? We have a lot to show. We're having a good time. Let's go have fun, dude. We haven't hung out for a while, so, we have a room here all evening. We're going to have a good time tonight, celebrate what we're doing, our accomplishments, our achievements. Thank you for watching Clandestine Live. I think we have some videos to roll, man. Spirit Nations is in the house, right? We're launching a healthy lifestyle brand. It's connected to indigenous thought processes, right? But from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top, that means everything in balance, right, Dave?
That's it.
That's all encompassing, man.
So, all encompassing, we want to definitely send out good vibes, good signals.
That's it.
From our microphones and cameras.
Signal good?
Into space. Hitting that satellite to a cell tower to that phone in your hand, that home fire. So
Vatos
much
locos
love, right?
forever, man.
Clandestine Live. Kano. Keep watching, man. Follow, like, and share. Let's roll a video, Brad.
My name is Seamus Murphy. I'm a longtime human rights filmmaker, and I reside here in Santa Barbara, California. We are at the site of the 8,000-year-old Siaktun village of the Santa Barbara Native American Chumash tribe. This is the ancestral village of a Barbareño producer and my friend Ernestine DeSoto, a top tribal elder of the Santa Barbara Chumash. And also I wanted to share with you that the upcoming $75 million major motion picture, which I'm in development for the last 7 years, which will depict the 1824 Chumash Revolt, the largest indigenous revolt in California, will also have a community building village restoration platform, which will utilize 10% of investment from for the film to restore these ancestral village sites, 4 of which are in the film, including Siaktun. These village sites will be used as movie sets and for the TV sets, and also will be phased in for permanent occupation by Native descendants. I also wanted to take the time to share my appreciation for my new upcoming partner, Cano Peaceful Warrior Sanchez of Lakota and Pueblo descent, one of the top Native American entrepreneurs in both music and agriculture. I'm very, very proud of his association. We met recently here in Santa Barbara for 2 days, and as he is my upcoming executive producer and tribal director, I would like to share, as he is my new friend, I trust him very much to represent the project in all aspects of his executive producer and tribal director positions, including funding and building co-production partnerships, product placement partnerships, etc. Now moving forward, I just want to share with you, you'll be watching the trailer in a moment of the film. And in that trailer, you see Paul Pamir, tribal elder, who endorsed the film also. Please support our project. Thank you very much.
Famous TV Film Entertainment, based in Santa Barbara, California, presents Barbareño, the largest upcoming indigenous rights and interfaith major motion picture. Based on the true story of the legendary 400-year-long fight for resistance from violent colonial and frontier persecution of the Santa Barbara Maquis Village Chumash Native American tribe. Their epic struggle to preserve their culture and way of life against genocide culminates in the largest indigenous uprising of the West Coastal Colonial Era, the 1824 Chumash Revolt. Barbareño's timeline alternates between the colonial and frontier era, involving the bloodline of Maquis Village Chief Cirillo and his daughter Maria de los Angeles, and modern-day direct descendants. Additionally, they were pioneered with the help of Santa Barbara's first medical doctor and rancher, the Don, Nicholas Den. He used his wealth and power to build an underground railroad for the physically and culturally persecuted Chumash, so to protect their 8,000-year-old Chumash Maquis village on the site of his Dos Pueblos ranch. Den befriended Maquis' dozens of villagers, became indoctrinated into traditional ways of ceremony, and assimilated into native culture by learning the Barbareño Chumash dialect and native homeopathic medicines. The 1824 Chumash Revolt was precipitated by the Great Double-Tailed Comet of 1823. This cosmic event is seen as a sign for the Chumash to launch their most formidable rebellion against the tyranny of what was the last military bastion of the Imperial Spanish Empire in the New World, Santa Barbara, California. Led by Maquis village leaders, over 400 armed Chumash warriors, as well as those allied from surrounding Indian nations, trained with rifles by Mission's Father Rapol to fight invading pirates 3 years before, rode down from mountain passes on horseback above the Mission and Presidio in a coordinated attack, securing and occupying temporarily the Mission Presidio structures which their ancestors had built as slaves. Barbareño's narrator, real-life direct descendant of Maria de los Angeles, her grandson Paul Pamir, tribal elder of the Native American Chumash tribe, is the narrative voice of Barbareño.
Good afternoon. My name's Paul Pamir. I'm a Barbareño Chumash from Santa Barbara, California. Many of the Chumash used to say that they used to see the spirits in the evening traveling to the west, and they were headed for these sacred lands. And there at Point Conception, there was a stream of water that used to come out of the mountainside, and down below on the cliffside there was a stone with footprints in it. and the souls would arrive there, the spirits, and they would cleanse themselves. And once the souls were cleansed, they would wait and then head across the oceans to wait to return back into the reincarnation. We go from here. You know, where do we go from here? How can you destroy a culture? Well, I feel very hurt because we wanted to establish the village sites once again because this is the only thing we have left as momentum to our people, and build a culture center there, maybe burial grounds for our people. We have no burial grounds for our people of today. You know, we get buried by the county. Veteran, I'm a Korean veteran, and I spent a lot of time in a hospital. I was wounded. Don't I have rights? But the thing is that we look after other countries to build up their democracies, and we overlook our own backyard. Can't take care of our own people in our backyard. So I want to thank you for your time. It's been my pleasure. Thank you. I could go on for days, but then it's too long. You know how that goes.
We are live. We're sending out a signal through space. Like I said, man, we're having a great time, man. They had to drag me back to this chair over here. There's a party going on in here. Like I said, American Indian Consortium. It's more than a show. It's a party. It's a party, man. We're having a great time. Woo! Ray was tearing it up in here, man, blowing us up.
Yeah,
Ray,
dude, he was on fire.
Ray just on fire.
He was just shooting from the hip.
Definitely.
He wasn't kidding around. Got him pumped up with that, you know. And everyone else in here, man, I can feel the vibe. Can you feel it? How's everybody doing in the room? It's Friday night. Come on, man. Give me some noise here. We're sending out a signal. You know, we're not kidding around. You see all these products and all these things on the table. You know, I have a good friend with me. Actually, we can blame him partially for creating this show. You know, we sat in a room in a very humble time and we talked about what we could do. Let's help, right? How can we help? That was the big thing, right?
That was the intention.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, you saw him earlier. Great friend, very powerful individual in energy and love. Andrew Young of CBD Emporium. How you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing really good. Thank you for that introduction, Kano. I'm very humbled.
Excellent, excellent. You know, well, I had to do the James Brown introduction for you, Andrew. Man, you know,
right?
Crow and I remember Crow. This guy was making spray relief for us
Oh,
before
right.
anyone even knew what that was.
That stuff, that CBD spray, it got me in trouble. It worked so good.
It did.
I pushed my body to the limit.
Right, we would be working.
I was like an extreme athlete, just kept going and going.
Spray
and just
some more on
spraying
it.
it on.
Keep going, keep going.
Anything that hurt,
Yep.
just spray it on.
Right.
No pain.
Well,
It's amazing.
You may have seen him. If you haven't, you can look back to, I think, a few episodes, but there's a good episode that we educate a lot of folks on cannabis and CBDs, hemp.
That was a lot of fun. That 420 show, I believe, a couple of years
That's
ago.
right. 420
Yeah, before
show.
it was cool, guys.
Before it was cool.
Hey,
we were
put-
way in
put
there, way
respect on
ahead
it.
of our time.
Exactly,
Some
way
respect
ahead.
on it.
Well, I invited Andrew, and I called him. I was like, man, you've got to come and celebrate with us as we're both reaching pinnacles. First of all, you know, you look awesome.
Thank you.
Looking great,
feel good.
you know.
Yeah,
Feeling good.
that is great posture.
Yeah, look at that.
You know, it's a healthy lifestyle. You know,
That's
it
right.
definitely has its attributes and effects. And, you know, I'm just thankful for, you know, our time together. That's helped me motivated to take it upon myself and, you know, be here today in front of all of you and help share that message and, you know, be a good example.
Nice, nice. Well, tell us a little bit, because I know some things, but you come from Michigan?
No, Illinois, actually.
Illinois.
Yeah, about
Okay, well,
60 miles west of
to
Chicago.
me, it's all the same
Yeah,
right there.
Midwest.
You know, Arizona's like that size, right?
That's right.
So you're from Illinois.
That's right. I turned 18. The weather out there was just not conducive for my happiness, so I wanted to go to the as far away as possible, and Arizona seemed like a great opportunity.
We are the
That's
opposite.
right.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
I'm so grateful, you know, that you came out here and we met. You know, you and I have enjoyed fun times. We've been friends, but we've also done some serious business.
That's right.
You know, and I have to say, tell us, you know, I introduced you, gave you the James Brown CBD Emporium, and
Right.
I've been in there. Crow, have you, oh my gosh, have you been in there?
You need to check it out.
Dude. Oh man, I'll take you in there. I've gone in there. I've bought so
Yeah.
many things already. I
It's
have
the
a
Emporium.
regiment. I get the peach gummies every time.
It's the best.
You can get some honey sticks.
I do like
dude,
peaches.
All
That's right.
these things, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about CBD Emporium, man, because I was there, you know, and watched you embark,
tell us, Andrew.
and it
Well-
literally it didn't just happen. You guys had to do it, right?
exactly. You know, I've been in the hemp industry since the inception here in the United States in 2014, and kind of seen it grow to where it's at today. And when we had the Hemp Farm Bill of 2018 pass, it really opened up a lot of doors. And you know, I was able to see that there was a big gap in the distribution side of this and the retail side of accessibility to these amazing cannabinoids that now we finally have access to in a regular, normal environment. And so at that particular time, a lot of the retail where you could obtain these amazing products were smoke shops and dispensaries. And, you know, there's a large demographic out there that has really been indoctrinated about these compounds that can change their life, but they have these reservations, these you know, thoughts about this plant, and they're misguided. And so we've created this environment at CBD Emporium to be very conducive for people to be open to learning, and open to learning about plant medicine, open to looking for a natural alternative. And, you know, the education is really an important part of this whole movement, and healthcare and alternative treatments and natural medicines. And you know, that's what we're able to do is to help somebody understand how this can benefit their life in a big way. And so, you know, it's definitely a very powerful opportunity to help somebody find a natural alternative to a better, healthy lifestyle. And, you know, as soon as they, you know, feel it and they come back and share their story, that's what got me. You know, that's what got me into this industry is, you know, creating a topical that can present somebody with optimal relief without having any negative side effects. And, you know, by helping somebody live a higher quality of life, I mean, there's no better work on this planet than making somebody feel better so they can really live their fullest life and live their best life. And I believe hemp and cannabis is really just the beginning. It's the gate to rediscovery of Mother Nature, and, you know, to be on the front lines of helping people and present a large selection of products that has a brand or a product for everybody. You know, it's very humbling, and I'm very grateful for this position, this opportunity, and you know, to work with you over the years on really helping push this industry forward. And you know, it's just one facet and one element to a healthy lifestyle. And I'm just
you're
very
also
grateful.
like a yoga master.
Yeah, I'm a yoga teacher. About 3 years ago, I really I moved a lot of things that didn't serve me in my life about over the last 5-6 years. And
Inspiring.
Yeah, thank you. You know, alcohol was one of those things that I had to let go, and I realized that I needed to pick up something that was going to help me live the life and carry me through on the rest of my years. And you know, starting early and starting with a dedicated practice and starting in the morning. By having, you know, these modalities of breath work and meditation, and you know, it's definitely changed my life and allowed me to really be the person that I want to be.
Yeah, I love that.
awesome,
Well, I
man.
love watching, you know, and as we embrace social media, man, I love being in touch with you still. You know, we're so busy, we're not able
Right.
to hang out, right?
Yeah.
But I have enjoyed watching quality of life moments, you know? And
Right.
same thing, I love watching Dave, that damn blurps in the morning, you know, I'm waiting for him to be kind to one another, man.
Yeah.
You know, and on the table here, we have all these things you talked about. When we started talking, you know, they couldn't even do research and development.
That's
when we
right.
met, right?
That's
They couldn't even prove out what was good and what could help folks. And we're sitting here today with a table of beautiful products, SciTech Labs, Bob and Dr. Stefan and Mary, they invited us, they helped us out, and they actually gave us some of these products, you know. We have good friends also at Linksco Group, Ryan and you know, Frank over there creating wonderful things. And I just wanted I literally invited you for a selfish reason. Here, I'll keep this down here. Look at that. That's
Ooh,
the
look how-
Nebby.
it's fancy.
Right? This is by Linksco. Linksco,
A
Frank
fancy thing.
and Ryan, how you doing? Shout out Linksco Group, you know, and SciTech stuff over here, some trace minerals, and also some CBD relief and clarity, right?
It's a beautiful lineup.
aware. We've got a Vajra here. I'm going to have you hold that. Well, since you are a Kundalini master, correct? At this teacher, if you will, right?
Kundalini yoga, yes.
Kundalini yoga. And as we have embraced this wonderful technology, Linksco, Frank has created something, you know, the first thing we talk about, right? Or we have all these professionals, healthcare professionals. The first thing is to do no harm, right?
That's right. That's exactly
right. So if I go to your practice and you're going to teach me some Kundalini, you're going to do no harm first, right?
That's right.
And so as you and I discussed this, and you gave us that spray relief, that was awesome. I still have the bottle sitting there, and it's a memory of some beautiful times. I wanted to gift this to you on camera. I wanted to give you a Nebby, and I wanted to give you some of the solution. This is one of the Spirit Nations products, you know. And Spirit Nations is launching this year. We're creating basically the Amazon of cannabis and hemp.
That's beautiful.
You know, and of
so proud of you
entertainment,
guys.
right? And thank you, Andrew. And this is one of the things that you'll be able to push the button. If you can push the right green button, man, you can get a song from Crow. You can get a video from me, an art piece from Dave. But even more importantly, you can get your healthcare products. You can get advice from a doctor. You can get some telehealth, man. And then not too long after that, after you push that button, become a Spirit Nations member, right?
Mhm.
You can have a subscription. You can get this Nebby.
Beautiful.
I'm going to hand you this Nebby, and you can take that home, because I definitely
Thank
want
you.
to hear what you have to say and what that does with your expertise. You know,
I'm very excited.
And I had to say, I've been in the CBD Emporium, and that's the place to go, folks. If you want to learn about CBDs and you're just in the area, you can stop by Superstition Springs Mall in
That's
Mesa.
right.
Literally, go to the mall, get some CBDs.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
the
so
malls
cool.
were a fantastic way to really have an opportunity for the general public that wouldn't necessarily walk into a CBD store and learn about these amazing products and what they can do to help change their life. And you know, everybody walking by has an opportunity to swing by and
Right.
talk to a CBD consultant at CBD Emporium to see exactly what would be ideal for them to help them live their best life. And you know, that's really what CBD Emporium is all about, is having these, you know, opportunities for people to learn, have a safe environment, and pick up a high quality product. And I'm looking forward to evaluating this product and
nice
working
Awesome.
together.
Send you a review.
Yeah,
tonight.
definitely
Exactly.
send us
3
a
a.m.
review.
You're gonna get
All
it.
right, all right. Spirit Nation.
Yep, update
Spirit
at 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's that
You
good.
You what I think right
well,
now.
we have
bud.
a lot of stuff to do. We have a lot of fun to have. I thank you so
having a
much
great
for
time.
being on the show again, Andrew
thank you so
Young.
much.
Man, you've got to scroll back and check out some of those other episodes. We did some comedy, right? It was 420.
That's right.
Right. So as we move into the future, literally, cannabis, the weed store, was the essential business. Dave, can you believe that?
Yes.
Of course.
We were
Yeah.
deemed essential this last year as well here in
That's right.
Arizona, being a CBD store, and the gravity of that situation is not lost on me. And we've come a long way in a short time, and it's just the beginning. It's the beginning of natural alternatives, and I think people are feeling the effects of the orthodox way of living for this last 100 years, and now we're rediscovering our roots and rediscovering our passion.
Well, I kind of purposely said weed store.
Right.
Because it also gives us the chance to differentiate that.
Right.
Right? Because the terms had to be changed. We call it cannabis for a reason, right? We call it CBD, CBG, CB1,
That's right.
Many other things. But it all
Hundreds of
is
them.
connected to our system.
That's right.
Right.
And how we interact with Mother Nature. It's amazing, these compounds that grow in things like plants and how they interact with our bodies. And it's just proof of how we're all connected and how we're all one. And really the relationship that, is meant to be there. And we just got to rediscover it. And
There you
here
go.
we are.
Exactly, man. And it's so amazing. Some of the things we talked about achieving, they're behind us now.
That's right.
We achieved them.
We did.
We literally did. So as the world opens up to the use of cannabis and CBDs and empowering themselves with just healthy lifestyle.
That's right.
Right?
That's
Being
exactly it.
empowered to be your best self. Man, thank you for being on the show, Andrew
thank you
Young.
so
Man,
much.
we're going to get you out here again.
I
And
appreciate it.
hopefully we'll see
It's
you
always fun.
at the Emporium. I got to take Crow over there.
Yeah,
dude,
I
I'm
literally
down.
I sat in that
Like
store
whatever,
for the
about
first time, and I
CBDs.
got a little tear in my eye. Dude, I did. I was
It's
like,
beautiful, right?
look, it's in the mall.
it just proves to people,
Next to
how
Hot
legal
Topic.
it really is, and it's something that I think is going to continue to, have a dramatic effect in society, and we're just at the beginning right now, and so thank you for putting together this amazing brand that I really look forward to evaluating and learning more about.
Well,
Nice.
yeah, it's right next to Dairy Queen, right? You can still have a banana split.
That's right. That's right. Put a little CBD
That's
on
right.
there,
The idea and the ideal is we are moving from austerity to opulence, folks. We are in a free country, in a world that you can think what you want. You can create the life you need. And Crow and I and Dave have definitely done that with our friends. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
We're going to move on the show. We have some more guests coming on. We're going to tell you about our mobile hospital, Crow.
Oh my God, is it coming?
Mobile
Did
dentistry.
you pull it up?
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
what
going to
do
be
you
pulling
need?
up. There's a
up
stage
to
going
my
to be on
door.
top of it.
Wow, remember
Right.
that
That's right.
powwow that we did with
Yeah.
the Mesa stage, and it was
Completely,
amazing.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll brag about that. That was the time I set up the teepee by myself. I proved it, dude. I'm Oglala. I can set up a teepee by myself, Crow.
That's right.
I remember that.
I also set up the whole system by myself, too, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
That's what I get for being early, though.
Yeah, you were there way before anybody else.
Just like today, man.
He's all talking to himself there.
That's right, twiddling my Who's going to do this? And I had it done. Clandestine live. That's what we did, man. We got it done. Spirit
done.
Nations
Get
hitting
things done,
the
dude.
world, man. Coming to your house. Don't forget to push the green button. Just keep pushing. We're not going to show you. We're not going to spoon feed you. You got to find it, man. If you want to be hanging out with Dave,
spoon
you
feed
better
you,
check
baby.
out the damn blurps in the morning. And remember to be kind to one another. Let's move this show, man. Let's move it on, dude. I'm ready to do some of these supplements, man. I can't open it on screen, can I?
I don't know.
Hey, open one of those gummies right there, Crow. Which
All
do
right.
you want?
Do
Clarity?
I need
Relief?
clarity or do I need relief?
I don't know. One of them's.
It's
Let's see. I think you
green
need
or
relief,
yellow.
dude. No, you need clarity.
I
We're
need
on a
definitely
show. You
need
need
clarity.
bro.
Definitely,
Let's get
bro.
You
clear.
know what? I
Let's
need
get
to
clear.
A little bit more
Hold on,
clarity.
Let's get clear right here. All right.
Get clear, dude.
If I take
Crow.
10 will I become?
Well, let's start with 1
Oh.
and then go from there.
Okay, 10 milligrams of clarity.
That's right. That's a Cytec gummy there. And just like mini ones, if you
smells
go into
amazing.
the Emporium, right, there's going to be somebody that will tell you
amazing.
exactly what you're looking for.
That's
and that's
right.
what they did for me, you know.
Oh,
And
look
so
at it.
I like peach. I think
It
that's a
reminds
peach
me of,
flavor.
like,
Is it?
Look
It's
at
all
that.
like a gummy. It's all. There you go. Look at that.
It's a functional gummy.
It's a functional gummy,
A
correct?
functional
It's
gummy.
You know
good
what I
for
should do with my life?
Are you seeing clear now? Is this a moment of clarity?
I think he's getting it.
Wow.
You gonna admit your age
I
now?
think we should do more episodes of Clandestine Live.
We got many more episodes of Clandestine Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a monitor, so I don't know what we look like.
I think
on
I'm
here.
a lab
just kinda,
experiment
moving
now.
Around. How's my hair, Crow? Is my hair okay, dude? How's my hair, bro?
Well,
That's great.
now that I'm seeing
Spirit
clear,
Nation's gonna have a hair product.
I can see
Did you see
clearly
it? We
now.
literally are. We have an indigenous hair product
Beautiful,
coming out. Right?
awesome,
My
yep.
hair, guaranteed. My braid's gonna be thick again.
Yeah, dude, we went
Nice.
to the wrong waterfall for that. That thing knocked me on my ass. Terrible commercial.
Yeah.
El Dorado, right? We almost
Yeah,
found
no
it,
footage.
man. We did find the Fountain of Youth. You know, you've been
Oh,
seeing
that
us.
was actually.
you know,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah. Don't tell them yet. We're
was
trying to
like
bottle
10,000
it, man.
years
Clandestine
ago.
Live, man. Clandestine Live. We're not vampires. We just found the right fountain,
No,
dude.
no.
You know,
That's
so
right.
That's
all good.
That's a
How
very
good is that?
negative term. Listen, it's 2021.
It's 2021. We got to be positive, dude. Didn't you hear Dave? Be kind to one another, man.
kind.
Yeah.
Set a good
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
Golly.
Name calling me.
Do we have any content to roll? What are we rolling?
My spaceship again. Dave made
that
it
was
out
a
of his
loaded
own
question.
hands.
We were just talking about cannabis, and I said, "What are we rolling?" You didn't catch that? Just let that
Way
go.
over his
Hey,
head.
Let it
hey,
go.
I've been having.
What are we paying
There's
this
a-
guy for?
there's
I
an
thought we
open
had him
bar
on
over
comedy
here.
relief
I don't
over
know.
here. Man,
Yeah,
he
I
took
was
a clarity
chewing
pill.
CBDs.
Right?
He
should be
literally
clear.
took a clarity gummy. Man, the
Maybe
guy's
take another one.
And
Well,
I didn't hear the
speak-
rock and roll
well,
part,
speaking
dude.
of clarity,
rock and roll. Let's
Donald,
move this show, man.
Speaking of clarity, there's a pilot that's seen a big old cigar go in front of him.
I heard about that.
It was our
Aliens.
ship, man.
That's right.
You
You
see
had to
the
come down
intro?
from
That was
That's
us.
Clandestine flying by. You heard some music going by.
It was a CBD joint, guys. Okay.
Nobody's-
CBG asteroid.
Right. Good thing we got autopilot on that thing. Dude.
Thanks, Tesla. It's a collab.
Well,
With
you
Tesla.
saw Seamus Murphy earlier. You saw Dr. Stefan. We're going to have them online live as well. The Barbareño movie. All kind of things to do, man. Let's move this show on. I think we have more video to roll. We have another important guest. We're going to tell you about Spirit Nation's dentistry and mobile hospital.
Awesome.
Yeah, coming up in a little bit, right? We have this new CEO of Spirit Nations. So let's roll a video. Let's get a clip and another guest on. I believe we're going to talk also about Spirit Nation's energy, dude.
Everybody
Energy
needs
company.
energy.
So not dinosaurs anymore?
No, not dinosaurs anymore.
Oh.
We're talking about sunlight. We have Andrew Ayers coming up on the show in a little bit. So let's get this going,
I
man.
just invested
Let's get
in
this going, dude.
dinosaurs.
Am I going too slow here? How many viewers we watch, man? Come on, cut
Man,
it.
these
Roll a
stocks are going
video.
down, dude.
Where's the camera?
Clandestine Live. Clandestine Live. Spirit Nation. Spirit Nation. CBD oils. Spirit Nations. Clandestine Live. Spirit Nation products.
Utilizing cannabis in conjunction with natural compounds and other forms of herbalism is exactly what's needed for me to lead a happy, healthy quality of life.
If you really think that cannabis can help you, the full spectrum THC aspect, they'll give you an evaluation if you qualify, if you have the medical conditions in your state. They'll write you a recommendation that you can actually apply to the state's medical program, where you can actually be legalized to go to a dispensary, obtain this medicine that can really help you. And there's a lot of different forms out there. There's a lot of different products, a lot of different brands. Do your research. there's a lot of positive things that you can do to feel better, and this is what the whole program's all about.
I mean, just out of curiosity, how long?
People using it over 10,000 years ago. They actually found pots in China. Original pots of our system.
It's been around for centuries, right?
The plant
The
itself
plant
has been
itself,
around
yeah.
since the dawn of humanity, because it's
Clandestine Live Spirit Nation products. Spirit Nation. Spirit Nations.
You know, a lot of cultures utilize this plant for a lot of different reasons. As all its not only just medicinal uses, but the plant itself is so fibery and has so many different thousands and thousands of uses.
Well, that's right. The best is yet to come. Clandestine Live. We're still streaming globally. We're sending a signal out through space right now, man. You gonna hit hyperspace yet? I think so. Look, we got some color on the set now. Look. Oh man, we got a purple shirt over there, some beautiful gold. That
Somebody put some colors on the set.
It ties in perfectly to this radiating dress here. Look at this.
Show the
man.
colors.
Clandestine Live. We're doing nothing but playing around, but being really serious in how we're playing. So, ladies and
Serious
gentlemen,
play.
we're back. We're back on set. I've got to introduce two people right away. Andrew Ayers to my far right, and that wonderful shirt there, and that black jacket. Or is that blue or brown? Am I colorblind?
Might be. How would I know?
Brown jacket.
It doesn't matter. It's just him. We're going to move over here to
I could
beauty.
be colorblind.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of Spirit Nation's Mobile Hospital and Dentistry, Sophia Reyes.
Thank you.
On the set.
Thank you.
She's here to fix our smiles.
She is, man. I need it
I'm
so
here
bad.
to liven up this couch.
She's here to liven up this
Look at that,
couch.
look at her and I
man.
just
Crow
smile.
took a gummy
Man.
and lost his sense of humor.
He got very clear. His
Yeah, the
comedy
clarity was
got
like,
really
you
serious,
should calm
man.
down the comedy, dude.
Calm down. Take
10%.
a clarity pill. Goodness
The
gracious.
clear pill. I should
Right?
take some relief so I don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
But it looked like
you know,
somebody
let's,
ate it all.
let's tell some people some stuff. We've made some claims. We're talking about a mobile hospital and dentistry unit. Sophia, we met some time ago and we started running really quick, right? We saw ideals, right?
No time to breathe.
No time to breathe. We had intent that was same, and we had the same motion. So tell me a little bit. I've made a big claim. CEO, Spirit Nations,
You
Dentistry,
certainly
Mobile
did.
Hospital, right? I know you're confident. I've sat in meetings with you, so I'm just going to let this go, right? Sophia Reyes, tell us.
So what we look to do is build a mobile unit that is able to go to remote locations as well as be in a standing place. One that insurance will recognize and pay on the claims that are billed to it. We are looking to establish both medical and dental inside this unit. One side. Oh, absolutely. I apologize. We are looking to establish both a medical and dental facility unit. It will be something that will be able to travel remotely to certain places, but also be in a standing position. We're looking to negotiate with insurances to acknowledge the codes that are given so that it's paid for treatment that is provided in this mobile unit. We're also looking to provide education, training programs for the youth, the younger generation, so that they can be school accredited as well as be given opportunities for job positions in their future. We are also going to be offering natural supplements for pain management moving forward, something that has not been offered with the vast variety of options in that care.
Well, of
Thank
course,
you.
you know, Spirit Nations
Yes.
tag is on there. Thank you. That was very efficient and fluent. If you didn't understand that, something's wrong with you, man. We'll replay it. That'll be posted. We'll give you the
Come to
text,
terms
right?
with myself later,
But again,
then.
Spirit Nations Mobile Hospital and Dentistry Unit. There's going to be a stage on that, Crow. We're going with that thing, you know.
So I can get my teeth done while playing?
That's right.
Well,
That's
don't forget
right.
the food truck that'll be parked
me up,
next to
buddy.
it.
Right. Of course, you know, as that mobile hospital and dentistry unit parks, there's going to be a cafe that rolls out. And
Those
there's
of us
going to be
that love food.
a barista that makes Andrew his wonderful Americano.
I need my keto Is this on?
Yes, it's on,
Okay,
sir.
good. I need them to hear all the baristas at their keto Americana.
So the Spirit Nation's, barista will know how to make your keto drink, right?
It'll be a regular drink, Andrew.
That's
we'll
right.
get it
We
for
also
you.
have
We
all
call
the
it the
food
air.
items,
So it'll be
right?
light and fluffy with
Man.
foam. That's
Light
like he was
and
asking
fluffy.
for yesterday.
Right,
They don't have
so-
heavy foam here.
Sir, they
Forget
don't
it.
have the right cream. But that's important, man. That's opulence, right? That's what we're talking about. Austerity to opulence. You got to get what you want by going out there and getting it. What
He
does
demands
Joey
it.
say, dude? What does Joey say every day, dude?
Hey, dog.
Hey,
Whatever
dog.
he says in this voice.
He
dog.
says in this dog, man.
You better get it, dog.
You better get it. What's he say?
Dude, as long as you're waking up, you're out there. You're getting it.
You don't win it if you don't go get it, right?
How
So
you
we
gonna
got to
win
get
it
it.
if you're sitting there?
So Spirit Nations, it's an ideal. Spirit Nations is an intent, right? We're bringing the thought process from indigenous beliefs.
We're also bringing the
ancient thoughts,
atmosphere.
right?
The
Well,
atmosphere
yeah.
as well.
There you go. That's the thing, right? So when you go to the doctor's cool, but he's all in his office. He's got to be like this. But not if the band is on his roof. I bet he'll be really cool. and
Don't forget the
energy,
food.
you
The
feel
food is quite
cool,
important.
dude,
That's
right?
the main draw.
So while you're waiting for your loved one in their doctor's appointment, you could be out there eating a keto salad, drinking an espresso.
You're just describing like
right?
healthcare at Disneyland.
You
to
could
me.
totally get a smoothie.
That's
You could
right.
be watching a movie.
We're having a great time. What do we
Con
know,
will
dude.
be out there, hair waving in the air.
That's right. Oh.
Crow-
I'll be
Crow
advertising
will be
our
denied
hair products
clarity
on the roof
gummies.
of that thing as the wind's
The clarity
blowing my
is
hair.
Connor's just trying to sell us. You guys want to have the greatest time of your life.
That's right.
And then you're gonna go home and you're gonna be like 100% healed. It's gonna be great.
Well, you're going to at least feel 10% better every minute that you're there.
I feel
I guarantee it.
110%
I guarantee
all
it.
the time.
At least 10% every minute.
70%.
Yeah, fuck the laughing gas, right?
You don't need laughing gas. We got clarity gummies here.
That is
we
the
have all
laughing
these
gas.
things. Look at this healing love minerals, right?
Well,
Look
could
at
you
this
imagine
Axiom, dude.
even having a health unit parked right next to this casino? Envision
I
that.
can imagine. I'm envisioning it right now as just imagine we'll do the study of the ambulance visits to this facility and let's just cut those out. They can come to our trailer instead.
That's right. Right next door. As well as employees being able to get treatment while they're here on site. So the options and the availability of care that's being able to be provided is outstanding, actually.
You heard that, Wecopa. You know what the next call is going to be. Hey, we're going to have to talk to you folks here at Wecopa about your mobile hospital and dentistry needs.
That's right.
Because they're billable by insurance, Crow.
Oh, that's way above my
That's
pay grade.
right, that's
Not
right.
even on spell insurance.
You don't say.
How does one get it billable by insurance?
How do we achieve this?
Well, there's a lot of experts, like Dr. Sedyan said, that are ready to help us do this. We just have to show up. Man, I'm pulling my wallet out. You guys, ears right? We're just going to throw this down. And imagine if we
I got
would have had that
crypto
unit
on
when
it.
we went to White River, guys. Wow. Imagine we went to White River and we helped. We have some friends here that went and sweated with us, right? We put those masks on and we gave the most COVID tests that have been done. We were one of the first people. I think we're the first to do a drive-through, and definitely the first to show up to White River and just help, right? And all those people, all the medical professionals up there were just so overwhelmed. Remember, let's rewind and remember what you felt like about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Well, remember, Clandestine got in their car. We called medical professionals, and we did what we could do. We took tests to White Mountain Apache Tribe. We did a huge drive-through test, and imagine if we would have had a full-scale mobile hospital and dentistry unit, right? So as Andrew was handing out water to those elders waiting in their cars, and Crow learning about the culture and the people of the White River community, man, that was amazing. We achieved that. You can see that on YouTube. We took tests to those Apache people, the descendants of Chief Alchese, of Chief Geronimo, right? Let's think about what we did.
Well,
over 2,000 people.
And let's think about what we can do.
I like that
That's
even
right.
more. Right? So let's
Forward
launch
looking.
this hospital. you out there can help us. Like I said, we're creating the Amazon of healthcare, of cannabis, of hemp, of CBDs, but these are just little things. There's so many other supplements.
It's definitely.
There's so much more education, right?
That's right. And it's time to get involved. It's time to make change. It's time to move in a different direction towards this future. It's no longer about staying put as what was. It's about making what's to be and what's to come. And with passion and driven and motivated people that choose to be involved, all this is very much so possible. And there's no need to have lack of care.
I like that. Please do.
Without respect, without you and Dr. Satya Wahan and Dr. Mandeep and all other friends and us together, we wouldn't be able to do it. Thank you for putting a step forward and helping us to serve that nation together.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
That's a memory.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It is. Right. Yes,
right.
yes, and sending that out.
Dr. Mandeep, join us, everybody. We're all together in this mission. You know?
That's right.
Thank you for showing us where to go and serve.
Of course, you know, and to our viewers out there, that is our good friend, Dr. Hoja Askari, and Mandeep helped us. Dr. Mandeep helped us as well. We showed up to White River, and we just took them tests. We took them health. We took them water and love, to be honest, you know.
Yes.
And that's where it starts, you know. And to be a doctor, as I've learned more, to be in that position, I want to do everything I can to make your life easier, right? So that you can help more people. So as we move forward, thank you. That was Dr. Askari and Dr. Mandeep mentioning that they were so honored to be a part of this help. You know, and as we move forward, we're going to take those trailers and that help, you know, and I'm sure the viewers might want to see them. Perhaps we could bring the two on camera. Would you mind stepping on set? Since we didn't hear your voice. All right, we're going to pull on. And we're going to be closing the show out, and our good friend, Dr. Askari, thank you. I'll just scoot over here.
This couch is getting full.
Again, we're going to be closing the show up with some
That's what
good
we do here
intent
on
and
Friday
good feelings.
night. Should we get a little close?
Here we go.
You know, I'm still on my scrubs.
Well, you know why? Because
That's dedication, doctor.
Sophia, do you hear my voice?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to do a check.
Because I said get it close to your. I don't hear it.
No, but they do.
You
All
do?
the viewers
Okay.
out there, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Let me suck it in.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, all our viewers, Clandestine Live, I'm so honored to be on here as Dr. Askari and Dr. Mandeep came out there so humbly and sweated with us all day. We helped over 2,000 people, you know, and we were out there just from sunup to sundown. So
Oh
thank
my
you,
God!
gentlemen.
You see my bald hair? I lost all my hair on that mountain, White Mountain River.
We have a solution for that now, doctor.
Well, you know, Spirit Nations
Got a
has
hairline.
has a hair product, you know. Let me put my sales voice on.
I was like a snake. I lost. But you know what? Truthfully, from the deepest part of my heart, it was one of the most beautiful mission that I felt like, wow, I did something amazing. Yes. We help people, we serve people, and you know what? They serve us lunch.
They did.
For free.
We got fry bread.
If they say there is no free lunch in America, that's not right. There is free lunch in America in Navajo.
That's right.
And this beautiful man here, we test exactly 1,640 patients out of our heart. And then the line, there were 3 line of cars. There were 3 line of cars almost for over a mile. We did it within almost 2 days in a row, but we prepared one day before and then one day back to Prescott, and with our team and Dr. Mandeep and Vahan and Kano and all the the chief in White Mountain and everyone else, and the elders that we were honored to serve the elders. So without you, we wouldn't be able to do it. Thank you for you open our steps and our doors to the nation to serve the nation. Yes. Thank you.
Most definitely.
Yes. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. I've actually been serving the White River Apache for the last 16, 17 years, and it's been a total honor. It's been an honor to know you, Kano, to know your team. I think the energy that you bring in was palpable right at the door when I walked in there. And let this energy permeate, not just where we are tonight, but everywhere.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's right. As he said. As he said. Well,
with God willing, you know, we'll be able to serve more and more and more.
We are striving to be healthy spiritually, mentally, and physically. That's the goal.
Yes, and it's good to be here. Most definitely. You know, it's been a great honor, and we're going to enjoy the evening. You know, we're not done yet. We're almost done working here. You better look out now.
I know, you guys are lucky I'm taking it easy.
The last
over
party
here.
I went to with doctors, I can remember somebody saying, man, it was really boring in there until Kano stood up. I'm about to stand up, folks. So let's have some music. Let's get this stream going, you know.
You guys enjoy. We had a long week and we were working on we're going to pass, go get some rest.
Most definitely.
It was lovely having you here.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome. Yep. Nice. Thank you, doctors. Yes. Round of applause.
Dang. You said season 3 was going to be.
You said.
You said season 3 was going to be the
Season
best
3,
one
episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now, folks, because we're not finishing. I've got something to do.
just got
here.
renewed.
You know, I've got to tell the joke, dude. Andrew came and he showed up. He drove from Northern California, right? You came how many hours? I don't know, 20. From way over there, drove.
The way you drive?
He came in late at night, and he was all excited about this Nebby. He was so excited, and I'm kind of a jerk, you know. I'm kind of a bully. And he needed it, so I let him use it. I was like, let him use it, you know, take it out of the box. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. You know, these things are valuable, Andrew. We got to do this. And I let him charge
really
it.
would care.
He used it. He even made a video. It was all, and then the next day,
I saw the video.
he didn't know. I was trying to surprise him, just like our good friend Andrew Young as well, and he didn't know. But I literally, I told Crow this morning, dude, I totally took this away from Andrew, all mean, dude. So I could give it back to him. That one's not yours.
It's not yours, man.
I have
Can't
to
have it.
You know, Andrew, it's been a great year, man. Great to know you, and we've done wonderful things, man. I wanted to gift this to you because, you know, Links Go Group, Frank and Ryan and Palliation Collaborative, I know that each one of us will agree that without you, some of these ideas wouldn't have happened.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
With light in your heart and hope in your actions and integrity in your movement, you enjoy this Nebby. You know, I wanted to give it to you on camera.
You guys hear that?
The Links Go will attest
What's
to how
going on
beautiful,
around here?
how amazing. You know, and you know, we want to give him the mic for a moment because it's important. It's very important to talk about healthcare and how healthcare works with entertainment, media, a podcast, how healthcare works with hospitality, a hospital, a casino, a mall. Each one of these places have things in common. One, we know now because of COVID that you need a healthy building.
Energy is important.
Right? So the next thing, you know, air conditioning and lighting has something to do with it too. And then when I met Andrew, one of our first conversations was learning about making energy with algae. And from there, you know, I just want to introduce right now the president of Spirit Nations Energy.
Dang.
Andrew Ayers is on the couch.
Thank you very much.
And he's on the drum kit. What? What? Andrew Ayers, the president of Spirit Nations Energy.
Here.
Big title. Big title.
I'll try to live up to it.
Yeah, you better.
And we've talked a lot about energy. I mean, we got different types of energy here. We've talked about energy in healthcare, and what is that based on? You know, it's the. Oh, sorry.
closer to the mouth.
All
Kiss
right,
it,
all
baby,
right,
kiss
all
it.
right.
We want to hear you.
I wanted
Kiss
to
it,
hear
baby.
you.
All right. So energy in healthcare, I mean, this is some of the most innovative parts of medical science is kind of what is the quantum level past the Newtonian level, and an energy for electricity that keeps the hospitals running where we can think these things, and everything runs off of the electricity. So how do we get our energy has been part of what we've talked about, right? We were talking about algae when we first met, but
That's right.
we started talking about turning hemp into liquid fuel. We're like, hey, if you can do it with algae, could you do it with cannabis? Naturally, the conversation went there, guys.
Exploring options.
Of
You guys
course.
heard of this weed?
Right.
Well, what can we do for remediating soil?
Well, look
even,
at what
right?
it can do
Heck.
for the body. I mean, we just had the doctors here that are very, acutely aware.
Very cute.
Acutely aware.
That's
of,
right.
All right, the audience is like, oh, I see what he did there. Acutely aware of cannabis being used for pain management and hospice care and all of these types of things. All right, I'll kiss it. Thank you. And inside of energy specifically, you can grow hemp and turn it into fuels. You can use pyrolysis, which is basically, transforming solid matter, whatever it is, into a gas. And now an interesting question is how to do that emissionless, so you're not creating any issues. Well, technology can now do that. And hemp has been able to demonstrate not only in our human bodies, but for the planet, this larger organism that we're all a part of itself, detoxification, pain management for the soil, pain management for the air. Hey, climate change, good news. So hemp actually, they did a test over in Chernobyl where that reactor, you guys heard about that reactor that melted down over in Chernobyl? Right. Yeah, so they used a specific strain of hemp and they soaked up all that radiation. So it's sequestering radioactive isotopes. It stores it in its stock. But it also does this for fuel spills. It also does this for chemical spills. Now, when we talk about Superfund sites and we talk about managing pollution in the world, what do you do with the waste? Pyrolysis. You turn it into a gas. What does the electricity work on? Mostly natural gas. What did Biden just make a priority? Renewable natural gas. So we do that, and we can turn the RNG through calorific reformation. I'm using all these fancy terms. But we can basically go to liquid fuels from gaseous fuels and produce jet fuel replacement, green diesel, gasoline replacement, and thus we simultaneously solve the carbon sequestration problem, which Elon Musk is giving $100 million to whoever solves that.
$100 million.
Yeah, he's
that
like,
problem.
here's the math. We need $5 million.
Well, let's talk about this,
Yeah.
Andrew, because you said the word can. However, we are actively creating this, and companies are actively doing this, correct?
Correct.
We are definitely going to be flying jets.
On fuel made out of hemp.
On fuel made out of hemp.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drive my little sports car, and I
yeah.
can put hemp fuel in there pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Like right now, pretty much,
I mean,
right?
that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah,
That's right.
You wouldn't feel bad about all those bronchiosauruses now.
That's
just
right.
Sitting at the pumps. But
Just pumping that in.
It just smells like weed. It smells like some guy doing
hemp.
bong hoots coming out of the back end.
Wow.
It's enhancing mood changes.
Man, well, we've created some wonderful avenues.
Aromatherapy.
Wonderful avenues
Exactly.
to the
Mental
future, man. Can you believe this, Crow?
Mood changes.
No,
Can you believe this?
changer
I can't
influencer.
believe it's
Yeah, yeah.
2021 and you're just now telling me about
I'm just
this.
now telling.
God,
man.
I thought we were supposed to advance way
Well,
quicker.
Let's send out good
They must have
energy,
took clarity
man,
pills.
because we talked about terminology and words and all this, but it all comes down to weed being an essential business now. Come on now, right?
Yeah.
Because cannabis is weed and hemp is
I know.
How do the
related.
greenhouses run off of electricity when you're doing an extraction on cannabis? What happens to all the plant matter? Usually you pay somebody to dispose it. What if you turn it into energy?
Energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
For
What if you
more
just turn
growing.
that into some
Not being
energy?
wasteful.
That's right.
And thus Spirit Nation's energy,
Yes.
fully vertically integrated company from literally seed to sale and beyond, going from the electron
That's
you
right.
go.
So it's pretty
well,
cool.
you heard it, right? Push that right green button, and you will follow the gates and the avenues to the new reality. That's what Spirit Nations is doing. Spirit Nations healthy lifestyle products, brands,
New beginnings.
Lifeway. That's what
New
we're talking
beginnings,
about.
new life
beginnings,
path.
right?
That's right.
And if that sounds impossible to you, you just go ahead and cancel your Amazon Prime membership and cancel Netflix.
Forget
and all
about
that
e-commerce
stuff.
and delivering
Yeah,
packages
that
to
doesn't
your mail.
exist
Yeah.
or anything.
No,
No. Actually, it does, because we're doing that right now. Clandestine Live, moving into the future with Spirit Nations, healthy lifestyle brands. Check it out. We're going to be hitting the streets in weeks to come, folks. Watch for the commercials. Help
Watch
us,
for
man.
it.
It's been a long episode. Thank you, Follow Your Bliss Media. Thank you, A. Wakeman Audio. What's
Thank you,
up?
A. Wakeman.
Hey, man, we didn't even give a
Oh,
shout out,
badass.
dude. We
Thank
didn't even
you.
give a
Give
shout
shout
out to
outs.
our local
Get the
Chicano
credits up,
badass,
guys.
dude. Where's Verde Video?
Verde
Where's
Video.
Verde?
Hey, where's that
There's
dog?
the
Hey,
thumbs
where's
up.
that dog?
Thumbs up of approval.
Thank you, Follow Your Bliss once
Told
again.
you to
He
wash
hung
that
out with
hand
us.
today, dude.
Keeping us on time.
We're going to cut this into like 4 episodes here. 2 hours straight. It's time to have fun on the floor of Weekapa. Did you guys get your gaming cards?
Yeah, dude, I actually do. It's got my name embroidered in it and everything.
Are you ready, Dave?
You're a
Are you ready to go
professional
hit the
around
floor?
here.
Ready?
I'm a regular now.
All right, don't
21.
forget to follow, like, and
Look
share
out.
Clandestine Live. Cut Dave off. What was that, Dave? Are you telling them to follow, like, and share?
Follow, like, and share, and I'm going to go play 21.
21.
I'm
Remember,
I thought it was 22.
Hey, I've got to do this, dude. I've got to look at the camera. Where are we at? Which camera are we at?
Where am I? Which one
Right
do you look
there,
best in?
Right there. Here we are. Hey, you're sovereign. Act like it. Clandestine Live. All right, Spirit Nation's hitting the street. Let's close this up. Let's roll that outro, and let's go have some fun, folks. This was a lot of information. Thank you for watching. Please replay that. Follow, like, and share. We're going to cut this show up so you can have bits and pieces of
and
it. You've got to
heading
hear
to the
Andrew's
future.
piece. You've got to hear Sophia's, just
Thank you,
powerful.
thank you.
Straight to you. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, everything we can reach, right?
Yeah, and the new one that comes out in 5 years. Follow us on that one too.
Yeah. We need
Way
more
to stay
likes
on
than-
top of that. Way to
That's
stay
right.
on top
Look
of that.
for us on that one.
Much love from Clandestine. Clandestine Live. Season 3 has commenced, dude. We did like 5 episodes in one, man. Episode 1 is the one. We'll see you next time. Clandestine Live.
Just like trees, so deeply from a faraway country, don't know if I can make it work round. We're gonna be there soon. We're gonna be there soon. I know. Long dogs gonna be the light. Words are spoken out. Sometimes so hard to keep your head.
Thank you guys for coming. I mean, Clandestine and what they're doing for the community and the kids today cannot be beat.
We've been out searching with our hearts. It's not about money, it's not about fame, it's not about power, it's love is our true aim.